We always want to keep you abreast of what's going on right here in and around the community, and that includes your finances. Here's Bill's conversation on that topic that's top of mind for all of us.
Our next guest always shares great financial tips. Today, she joins us via Skype to talk about what key financial tips you should take during the corona pandemic. We welcome top money expert JB Bryan back to Virginia this morning. Hey, JB.
It's so good to be here, and I wish that all of this was behind us, and before we know it, it will be. But thank you for the opportunity to first tell everyone, let's stay calm. And I appreciate Virginia this morning for everything that you've done to really keep us on track and bring us so much encouragement and allow us to stay on schedule. So the first thing I would say, Bill, is that we need to stay calm and stick to our plans, our goals, and allow our thoughts to stay focused on your financial future.
Well, one of the things, JB, I noticed is it's kind of stay calm and continue to invest is the T-shirt you're going to be wearing here before long. And that's important, isn't it?
It really is important for those who have long-term financial goals. And that's the majority of people that seem to be very worried are the people that have the most time ahead of them, which means that most people who have short-term financial goals have already adjusted their portfolio for times such as this. But if you are 5, 10, 20 years out between you and the end of your professional career, take this as an opportunity to stay on track. Continue to invest, continue to talk to your financial advisor, continue to get help. And to another key point is to look at how much we've already been through times like this. Now, there's never a hard time that is exactly like the other hard time, but we have had challenging situations as investors that the only way we made it through was to continue to dollar cost average, to add small amounts of money each month and buy into a really market that is on sale.
Well, one of the things we're doing, obviously, is automating as much as we can. I mean, you're not in the studio with us this morning, so that's one thing. And you need to do that with your investments as well, correct?
You really do, because it's so easy to get distracted at this time. So if you automate those things that are very important to you, like your car insurance, your life insurance, your health insurance, those simple things, but they're very important, as well as you probably already have your monthly investments already automated. And for those who might say, well, I just lost my job, so I don't have the income to add to it anymore, then what the best thing that you can do is try to avoid taking any distributions at this time so that you can allow that money to still automatically be reinvested for you. Any dividends that are paid out, any interest that is made, it's reinvesting for you. So your money still has an opportunity to buy in these cheap prices in the stock market at this time.
All right, so we're going to save as much as we can. One of the things you recommend is sharing childcare. How's that going to work?
Well, I just think that, we've heard many times the old African proverb of it takes a village to raise a child. Well, this is our opportunity to really bring that home. Everybody on your street, most likely all the kids that were at that bus stop with your child, their parents are going through the same challenge as you are. And some of them have the ability to stay at home and work, which I have been doing with my daughter. But I have that flexibility, but everybody doesn't. So if you can trade off on who can work at home on these particular days and help with the childcare and allow your children to work together. Now, of course, not creating a group that's too large. There's a special challenge of making sure you have healthy children together if they are together. But it is a good time, and especially for those in your household. An interesting situation where there was a couple that I was talking to a couple of weeks ago, and I said, this is really applicable today. Their child was home, and they traded off shifts of who was at home throughout the day. So one left work for the first half of the day, and then the other one was able to go back to work for the second half of the day. So if you aren't comfortable with neighbor to neighbor child care sharing, certainly in a society where we have dual household incomes now, we need both parents are helping to pay the bills. We definitely need to share in that child care to make sure that you're both keeping your obligation to your jobs.
All right, so the next question has to do with a lot of us look at like, well, how is this going to affect? What new expenses am I going to have? What bills am I going to have to pay that I'm not used to? But we might want to look at the bills that we have and try to trim the unnecessary ones down as well.
Yes, very good point. And it's a great opportunity to get rid of unnecessary things because in many ways we have more time than we have ever had. So you're forced to stay in and not go to the movie theater because they're closed. So think about the money that you're saving there for, just a weekend dinner and movie is like $100 that you're saving. So if you can save that money, and that's actual extra money that you could be putting through. You can call your payroll department and say, I want to put away an extra $100 a month because I used to spend that on going out. They've closed down a lot of entertainment sources. Use this as an opportunity to save more than you ever have saved before. And if the daycare is closed, and you're doing that, that's money that you used to pay for childcare that you're actually keeping inside your in the household now. And I believe that we are going to discover ways to save money that we can continue to keep those habits. That there's things that we have been spending money on that now have been cut out for us, forcibly cut out, that now you can use those to actually put away additional dollars, especially for those emergency funds. I really am so thankful that you allowed me to do that session we had just a month ago about having an emergency fund, because we now know more than ever how important it is to have that emergency fund. And we found that in research, most families didn't have even $1,000 that was saved. And that's why it was important that we talked about it. But now it's important that we be about it. If there's any expenses that you are saving, don't allow this stressful situation to take you off track. See the power in the situation and start saving that money that you would have been spending on going out or different recreational entertainment things that you were doing or even had considered planning that have been canceled. Like I saw a meme on social media about a family, and they were going to Disney. Think about the money that they've saved on that Disney trip. What are you going to do with that money that you saved? That's your new emergency fund. And imagine if they were thinking about putting that on a credit card. That's an automatic return on your money because you're not going to have that interest that you would have incurred for that. And the people that are going to file, thank you for putting on the Virginia This Morning Facebook page the extension in taxes.
Thank you, JB.
Thank you.
We're out of time. We wish we'd have saved some more of that. But we'll be back with you soon. And JB offers free weekly money seminars and webinars every Wednesday and Sunday. You'll find a link to more information, WTVR.com/VTM. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.